Well, page 13 is really interesting. This page has an article in it which is called Indian Companies Are Adding Western Flavor. Probably when you read this headline or the title of the article, you may not really understand what it may be about. So let me clarify the meanings of some words from this headline. First, Indian. Well, the word Indian, it refers to someone or something that comes from India, okay, the country that is in Asia, right? One of the most powerful armies in the world and one of the most populated countries in the world, as well as, they don't have the best human development of the world. But well, that's India, a country of contrasts. And also there is another word which is Western. Western, well, let me put it this way. Planet Earth is divided in four big sections. They are the Northern Hemisphere, which is the top of the planet, the Southern Hemisphere, which is the bottom of the planet, the Western Hemisphere, which is the left part of the planet, and the Eastern Hemisphere, which is the right part of the planet. Remember that the article is called Indian Companies Are Adding Western Flavor. India is right here on the Eastern Hemisphere. And the article says that Indian companies are adding Western flavor. So the Western Hemisphere is on the left and India is in the Eastern Hemisphere on the right. So that means that something from the left part of the planet is being moved or it's migrating from the left to the right part of the planet. So basically, that's what the title is implying. Before we start reading, there are four questions that are a guide for you to focus your attention on. Let me read those questions. And guys, at the end of this video, you should have the answers for these questions. So probably it would be better if you take a piece of paper, if you find a piece of paper and a pen for you to take notes. Question number 1 says, why did Mr. Kumar and his colleagues attend the training session? The word attend, it means to go to an event. Number 2, what do employees like Mr. Kumar most need to learn? Number 3, what should you not do when you meet an American for the first time? And 4, what results have been obtained by training programs like these? Alright, this is the article. I will read it for you. Pay attention, and also I will provide some clarifications during my reading. People, listen to me, focus on pronunciation, focus on my intonation for you to improve your speaking skills as well. Let's start. Arun Kumar had never shaken hands with a foreigner, nor needed to wear a necktie. He vaguely thought that raising a toast had something to do with eating bread. But Mr. Kumar, who's 27, and 6 other engineers were recently recruited by the Hyderabad offices of Sierra Atlantic, a software company based in Fremont, California. And before they came face to face with American customers, the new employees went through a challenging 4-week training session aimed at providing them with global employee skills like learning how to speak on a conference call and how to address colleagues. As more and more service jobs migrate to India, such training programs are increasingly common. Sierra Atlantic says that 1/4 of its 400 employees working out of the Hyderabad offices are constantly interacting with foreigners. For Sierra and others, the training in Western ways is intended not only to help employees perform daily business interactions with American or European colleagues and customers, but also to help the companies transcend their image as cheap labor. Your interaction with people of other cultures will only increase. Colonel Gary Shankar, Sierra Stringer, told Mr. Kumar and half a dozen other young engineers. And you should be equally at ease whether in Hyderabad or Houston. The Sierra programmers listened attentively as Colonel Shankar listed common complaints. Speaking one of India's many languages in front of foreigners, questioning colleagues about their compensation, and cracking ethnic jokes. He isn't compromising punctuality and protocol. Americans are friendly, but do not slap an American on his back or call him by his first name in the first meeting, said Colonel Shankar. Some companies are already seeing the benefits of the training. Sierra said that in February its Indian unit won a bid against an Indian competitor because the Sierra employees were seen as a better fit. It all adds up to better rates and bigger projects, said the project leader, Kalyani Manda. Remember that based on the information of the article, you're supposed to answer these questions on the quiz. Do your best. See you in the next video.